following is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
We want thickness.
You were turned away at some of the first strip clubs you applied to. At some point, did you feel like there was a shift in the culture from like being like people thinking, "Oh, you're fat," to like, "Oh yeah, BBW, you thick,
No.
like you sexy."
No, not like whenever it come to the club owners. No. No. Like the first club I worked there. They shut down for whatever reason. They shut down, and I went to Lexington to start working. The DJ at the old club actually got me the job in Lexington, and then some of my old like clients, they were trying to go to a different club in Lexington, and that club wouldn't hire me at first because of all this,
All that delicious goodness, and they wouldn't hire you.
No, and they wouldn't. It took like all my old clients going over there asking them like, "Where's Maya at?" So it actually took me being an adult to start embracing myself. And then I started finding other BBWs attractive. I was like, she looks pretty fucking good, so I must look good too. And then this is me.
People were to like promote more on females that look like myself, and I'm skinny, but I am someone's cup of tea. And if people were to promote that, then the world would be a better place.
They think that sex is supposed to create life. No, man, I just want to get off. Like, I'm horny as hell right now.
Is it a journey to love yourself the way you are?
Of course.
Yeah. Sure, yeah. I mean, there's a number of people, especially in the industry, who are the regular size, standard size, and they're very insecure. And sometimes they look to us, who's BBW, and we're feeling fierce and fabulous, and they're like, wow, we're worried about how we look, and you guys are just flaunting it and having fun out there.
I want thickness.
How was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. Cooked more than I wanted to and did all the dishes, so did my part.
All right. What's up, everybody? You are tuned into another episode of the Thiccness Protection Program. This is the podcast celebrating body positivity and where adult stars come to open up about whatever the fuck. If you don't already know, I am the Thiccness Pro, and today I am beyond excited. Let's make it ecstatic to have this young lady joining me on the podcast. A longtime supporter of hers, as she's a longtime supporter of mine. And go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Omaya, the BBW goddess. I'm from Lexington, Kentucky, and I've been in the industry since May of 2022, so 5 months.
5 months. Okay, actually going on 6-7 months. It's almost
6, yeah.
It's almost December. Wow. Yeah. Is it just me, or like, after half a year, does it feel like 2 years with just all you've done?
Pardon the interruption, Palm Tree, but this is Pimpin' Palm, the Mackin' emoji. And before we go any further in this interview, I'm gonna need you to click that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notification bell. Now back to the Thiccness Protection Program.
It does, because I literally have a notebook just full of notes and planning. I've done so much in the past 6 months now, so it really does feel like a lot.
Really? Now, leading up to you getting into like the XXX stuff and the OnlyFans stuff, were you doing a lot of traditional modeling and getting your pictures taken?
No, not really. Not like probably a couple months beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
I actually was a stripper for about 3-4 years, so.
Right. Yeah, you say I've seen pictures of you in the club about to dance, like, in the back room type shit. I think you sent one to my DM. Yeah. Okay. So you started off as a stripper.
Yes.
And you said for how many years again?
Now it's 5 years.
5 years. Okay.
Yep.
So take me all the way back to the beginning, how did you get into stripping? Like, tell me about, your early days, childhood. And I know that's a big ass gap, but like, yeah, how do you, evolve into what became Omaya BBW?
I'm gonna take it back at least like 10 years for you. That's what I'll do. So my first like paycheck job was at McDonald's.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. No, it's funny. It's funny you said that, because I just had Ashley Garland on here. She said she worked at Burger King for a long ass time too. I'm like, we got some fast food to pouring girls up in here.
Yes, look, I was working 60 hours a week at McDonald's when I was 16.
Okay.
I'm not even joking. Like, working hard at McDonald's.
You know I had to come through with that review. Two of my favorite dudes, two good partners of mine, both Palmcast alumni. I'm talking about All Hail YT, representing Killeen, Texas via Delaware, and Anthony Danza, representing Seattle. They just put out their new collaborative album called All Hail Danza. Let's get into this one.
We the ones pulling up, acting bad. We the ones famous Charles in the mad. Look, got 200 plus on the dash. Pulling up to my brand new pack. On the big ticket item, blue attack.
So that ice cream machine stay broke.
Look, they lying. They lied to y'all. Ice cream machine is always broke just because we didn't want to make it.
I looked up something on YouTube a while ago, and it said that because it has to be repaired so often, it's not that it's broke, it's just in need of maintenance, like almost every night.
Yeah, it has to be cleaned every day. So
okay. Yeah, but back to the story. Okay, so you put in some long years at Mickey D's.
And then I went to the factory jobs. And whenever I first wanted to start stripping, like I tried to go to a couple clubs, I was probably like 230 pounds. They're like, nah, you're not even gonna get to audition here. So, and then I wrote a club. I found a new club in Kentucky. I wrote them, I sent them pictures, and they were like, we'll just come in and audition. So they actually let me audition, and I started working there, and then here I am.
Really? Now, you were turned away at some of the first strip clubs you applied to. At some point, did you feel like there was a shift in the culture from like being like people thinking, oh, you're fat, to like, oh yeah, BBW, you thick,
No.
like you sexy?
No, not like whenever it come to the club owners. No. No. Like the first club I worked there, they shut down for whatever reason. They shut down, and I went to Lexington to start working. The DJ at the old club actually got me the job in Lexington. And then some of my old like clients, they were trying to go to a different club in Lexington, and that club wouldn't hire me at first because of all this, you know.
All that delicious goodness, and they wouldn't hire you.
No, and they wouldn't. It took like all my old clients going over there asking them like, where's Maya at? So
So did you always have, you know, a sense of confidence to yourself and, you know that you were beautiful no matter what?
No.
Okay. Can you talk about your journey of, you know, growing into, you know, sexyhood, if that's a word?
So in high school, I was probably like 170 pounds. I was an athlete, still had curves, still had the boobs, but you know. And I lived with my grandma at the time, and she was probably like 100 pounds. So she was always like, you need to be working out. You need to do this, you know. It's like, no matter how much you work out, you're not getting rid of these. They're staying. But it actually took me being an adult to start embracing myself. And then I started finding other BBWs attractive. I was like, she looks pretty fucking good, so I must look good too. And then this is me.
I get it. So, you know, did you ever have like a coming of age moment, or like, you know, realizing that do you identify as bi?
Yes, okay. Absolutely. I love women, so probably more towards the women's section than the men.
I get you. Yeah, I can honestly sometimes see, I recognize, you know, from doing this podcast, just, you know, I started in March, so you do the math, but just doing this year, I think I recognize that, like, you know, it takes a woman to know a woman exactly in the romantic side. And just, you know, men, I'm not going to speak for all of us, but, you know, just hearing horror stories from female friends of mine, as well as, you know, podcast guests. Yeah, men are fuck ups. Men can really fuck stuff up. And I think it, you know, with all this confidence now that women have, it's like kind of only natural that, you know, a girl would, you know, lean more towards a girl.
You just got to communicate what you want in the bedroom. I mean, that's the biggest thing.
No doubt. Okay. So tell me about how you got into like the XXX side from stripping.
Okay, so I did start my OnlyFans last year. Like couple pictures, you know, a little bit of stuff. And then I started Twitter. So on my Twitter, like this is before I even had 1,000 followers on there. I got contacted by a couple of the porn companies. And I was like, I don't really do that yet. You know, maybe in the future. And then I gave in. I had my first scene. My first scene was in May, and I had that scheduled in February. So there's like a whole 3-month gap before I actually went and did it. I don't know, just did it. My stuff was already starting to get out there on OnlyFans, like with the solo content and stuff. So if people are going to see it, you might as well give them something to see, is my opinion.
Interesting. Now, viewers always want to know this. Were you nervous before your first hardcore shoot?
I mean, obviously, you don't know who, like, I didn't know anybody in the porn world, really. Like actual performers. So, yes, I didn't know who I would be paired with. I didn't know much of anything.
Were you aware of these companies like Jeff's Models, BBW Highway, or Plumper Pass before you got into the business?
I was aware of BBW Highway and Plumper Pass because, like, I know a couple people that do this stuff. I've known them for a little while, and I'd had like other male talents and stuff reach out to me a couple years ago, like trying to get me to do porn. I'm like, I'm not ready to do it yet. That worked for BBW Highway, so I was aware of them.
Yeah. Do you think that old Omaya, you know, who like younger Omaya who got turned away from the strip clubs and felt insecure about herself, if she saw, you know, doing porn today, you doing porn today, and like you being the #1 searched model on Jeff's Models, like what would she say looking at yourself today?
I think that she would be in love with me. She'd be watching my porn right now.
No doubt, that's an easy call. Okay.
Oh.
Well, you first, when I first became aware of you, was for Plumper Pass. So like, what was it like working with them?
I have no complaints with working with Plumper Pass. It was great. That was my first 2 scenes were done with them. So we did both scenes in a day and went back to my hotel room. So
Easy peasy. Yeah.
yeah.
So you travel a lot for work, obviously. You're traveling now. So when you linked up with Plumper Pass, did you go to Miami?
Yes, to Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, to Fort Lauderdale. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, what's that whole like on the road life for you as, you know, a woman moving and grooving by yourself?
Well, I mean, what can I say?
What can't you say? Okay. Is it scary? Is it exciting? Or like, you know, tell me, you know, what's that day-to-day life of a porn star like when you're traveling?
Well, I'm always aware of my surroundings. Like, I'm never like intoxicated or anything. So that makes me feel safer. And I don't like anybody I stay with and stuff. Like, known them for a bit. I don't just stay with random people, or I'm usually alone, or I travel with like a photographer I work with. I travel with him some. I usually stay by myself because I don't trust people.
Is the photographer you travel with Braggs?
It is.
Okay.
It is.
Yeah, shout out to him. He's, you know, very supportive of the Thiccness. He's down with the Thiccness. Be cool to get him on here one time.
Just one time.
No, well, honestly, like I want like, you know, a designated co-host. It's just kind of like, how am I going to do it when like I'm doing these ones remote, like on Zoom, and then I have some people here in LA, like you already know, I've done like a few here in person in LA. Like last one was with your girl Jaden when she came down here. So yeah, it's just kind of like I got to figure it out if it's going to be Chloe or if it's going to be Chanel or Monique. So in time.
In time, you can always have them zoom in over in the corner, but it'd be better if y'all was together.
Yeah, because the difference is like there's a big difference from when you're like in person and then on Zoom, because like I can do this, but it's like it helps when I don't see my own picture on the screen.
So you're not just worried about what you look like. I can't.
Yeah, exactly.
Like an inch big on my phone, so
God, not an inch big. Okay, all right. So how did it feel to like look up and see that you're the #1 searched model currently on Jeff's Models?
So I didn't know that, so thank you.
Okay.
I only go like the only time I ever go and look to see like what my stats are is if like one of my subscribers or somebody tells me what it is. I'm like, oh, really? Let me go look at that. So thank you for that. Tell
I
Jeff's
hear.
model back out there.
So you
More.
never get caught up in like the analytics, because like, as you know, as YouTubers, and I'm not a YouTuber, I just use YouTube, but like YouTubers will be like super concerned about their analytics, and then people are constantly like looking at their Instagram analytics. So you're never like worried about the numbers game on the back end.
Well, I mean, of course, I want my own sites and stuff to grow, and I'm glad my videos are doing good for the companies that have hired me, because then they'll rehire me hopefully. But I don't know. I didn't expect it. Like, even with the other sites, my stuff's pretty high up on their sites. I didn't expect that. So I didn't even have lashes on for the Jeff's model scenes.
Really?
Yes.
Do you feel like more confident when you're like all, zooted and booted, like in lingerie, or more in like your hot street clothes?
So my hot street clothes consist of sweatpants and a hoodie, or I dress like a grandma. But I feel good either or. But if I have makeup on without lashes, it just feels weird. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it just feels like incomplete.
Yeah.
I don't know. Never worn makeup before. No, wait, hold up. That's a lie. Because in high school, I did drama. So yeah, we had to like kind of put on makeup.
You gotta make it look good.
Yeah, this weird like paint stuff. I feel like I had to be like a pirate zombie type of thing for some weird play called Billy Budd. It's about like sailors. The kids was laughing so hard in the audience because the drama teacher walked out and said, "Hey, thank you so much for coming. Everybody go put up the little folding chairs or whatever, and we got a dozen seamen ready to do that for you." And like all the kids just bust out laughing when she said a dozen seamen.
I would laugh as an adult if I heard that. So I mean,
nah, real talk. So let's talk about traveling for shoots. Recently you did one of the conferences or conventions. Was it Exotica?
Yes, it was in New Jersey.
In Jersey. All right. So how was that experience?
It was good. I mean, I did have a solo booth, so it was mainly me there. Next time I'd probably have like split a booth with somebody so that I can go pee more often.
Yeah.
But it was good. Like, I had people come up that were like genuinely fans of mine, and I didn't expect that. I mainly did it just to get more exposure and to meet new people. So it was pretty good. I got there late Friday night. Flight was messed up, but it was a successful weekend.
That's fire. Okay. So when you're dealing with fans, I'm sure, like, have you ever had fan encounters in public too?
One, and that's it.
How'd that go?
It was good.
Okay.
Like, I know who you are, and I'm like, that's good.
So, all right, that's cool. I'm glad everybody's in pocket and respectful. Do people in your like community back in Kentucky like know what you do?
I don't think so, because I don't talk to a lot of people. I mean, like, my family stuff knows what I do.
How was their response to it?
I'm sure they expected it by now. Like,
okay.
As long as they know that I'm not going to be out here just doing like dumb shit. They know that whatever I'm doing, I'm making money doing it. I'm being safe doing it. So
I feel that. After high school, did you like pursue any more education?
I did. I actually went to college for early childhood education and nursing.
Really?
And I just care way too much for either one of those jobs.
Yeah, I mean, I applaud nurses right now, especially like because because I told you like what's going on with my dad's health a little bit. But yeah, just seeing up close how they work with people and how they're really compassionate, and some of them are very spiritual as well. So like, yeah, hats off to like all the nurses, but like that is a lot of schooling to go through.
Well, it's not even that. It's when your shift ends and you go home and you're still thinking about your patients, you dream about them, that kind of stuff. Like, it's too much on my heart.
Yeah, that part, that can definitely be tough and like, wear a person out mentally. As far as other talent, who would you like to work with?
Like, the main person I would just genuinely like to work with?
Yeah.
Sophia Rose.
Hell yeah.
Even if we have to get married, like I understand you don't work with everybody, but if you need a
She
wife, let me
she
know.
is one of my all-time favorites. Yeah.
She's back to like the beginning of our conversation. She helped me like my body more.
Really, just
When I
like
was
watching
younger.
her.
Yes, when I was younger, yes.
Have you two interacted at all?
Just a little bit on Instagram, but we haven't met in person yet. So
Yeah, it's like I haven't reached out to her yet, but that is like a dream goal to like have Sophia Rose on here. Somehow I feel like I need to develop more of a body of work. Like, you know, I feel like that's like the Jay-Z of like the BBWs.
it is. It is. Like, see, I'm gonna shoot my shot like to anybody.
No,
It'll
that's
either
real.
stay in their DMs and never be open, or they'll just be like, "Why are you talking to me?" Or they'll talk to me. So
Yeah. I would love to see you on, you know, maybe a girl or like a girl boy with my lovely shout out to Monique Leslie. She's been down with the thickness since day one.
I think I followed her because I seen her on your show, but
hey,
I'm definitely down for all the girls. I haven't done I don't think I've done a mainstream yet that was 2 girls and 1 guy. So
okay, maybe it'll happen in the future. I know Finney would be about that one.
yes.
Yeah.
Need a reverse gangbang on that one.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, how does a man withstand a reverse gangbang? I'm like,
just take it.
Yeah. When I get Finney on here, I'm just gonna ask, like, you know, he's just gives, you know, the average guy so much hope because when you see him, he's like not too much different from me, like Nintendo nerd, everyday dude, but like, you know, he's like like a regular dude's hope of like fucking whatever chick you could imagine.
Oh, I love it. I'm like, can I be you when I grow up? Connect me to these beautiful women, please.
Yeah. Maybe one day his Finney swag will rub off on me.
No, no, like that's not even it. But I'm glad I'm a female because I couldn't handle a reverse gangbang by a bunch of beautiful women.
It's just such a fantasy. I can't even like really wrap my head around it. Like, I remember in this one Simpsons episode, Homer said, like, asked, I think he was talking to the Grim Reaper. He says, like, hey, how am I going to die? Naked girl avalanche? And then you see that on, you know, porn. And then you're like, huh, that is a fucking hell of a production to put on.
So we need to do a voiceover. Like whenever the scene happens, we need to do a voiceover.
Oh yeah, I got you. Because I come from that world. So
you got this.
Let's make it happen.
That's my 2023 goal. Reverse gangbang. BBW style.
With the Thiccness Pro voiceover.
Yes. And yeah. I mean, if we throw Finney underneath all of us.
That'd be so funny to do, like when I make a OnlyFans, to like take the microphone and then have somebody fucking and then like put the fucking mic up to the dick in the pussy and then just like interview them. So like I'm talking to the fucking clit or the balls. I mean, that would be hilarious.
What's it like down there? Real wet, isn't it?
Yeah. Can we get the forecast? Yeah. Omaya, let's do skin deep. So we came into the conversation talking about your tattoo on your back. Explain to me like what that is of, you know.
Okay, so I did have a quote up my back that says, behind every beautiful thing is some kind of pain. But the tattoo artist misspelled it. So gotta cover that up, 10 years later.
Behind every beautiful thing is some type of pain?
Some kind of pain.
Some kind of pain.
Yeah.
Those all seem like very simple words.
Yeah. But anyway, he misspelled beautiful, so.
Did he give you your money back?
No, I think I pissed him off.
Damn.
I didn't know it was misspelled until after the fact because it's on my back. Because I told him how to spell beautiful, and he's like, no, it's spelled this way. I'm like, no, the fuck it's not. Google this real quick.
Wanted to argue about how to spell beautiful.
Yes.
I'm dying.
Purpose. But anyway, on my back, it's eventually going to be a tree. Like I've got the branches done now. It just hasn't been seen yet. And the tree trunk is shaped like a thick woman, like BBW. She's got big boobs, hips. So whenever you look at it, you can see that. And then there's her face at the top of it.
Very nice.
And then it's going to have like the moon and galaxy and stuff across my shoulders. It's going to be pretty intense when it's done.
Nice. I like the artistic vision.
Thank you. I'm headed to Memphis to get my back tattoo worked on. So
nice. Okay. Yeah.
Can I plug my tattoo artist?
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. Let them know.
The Mad Tatter, DA_MADTATTER on Instagram.
The Mad Tatter. Okay, look him up when you get to Memphis.
Yep.
For
and
sure.
Chicago.
Memphis and the Shy. All right.
Yeah.
Because I only have one tattoo myself, but I plan on getting a lot more. And I feel like, you know, you already know like where exactly you want something. And like what you want it to be.
I'd love to have like one leg completely done, my back completely done, and then one arm completely done. Just so it like wraps around my body.
Nice. Yeah. So you could kind of tell people like, yep, it's all one big one.
Yep.
That's the goal. So, Omaya, let's do down in the DM. Can you recall your craziest, funniest, most out of pocket, ridiculous DM or email you've ever received?
So here's my thing. I'm very kink friendly. Like I'm open to a lot of stuff. So, I mean, the craziest thing I get is people just wanting shit for free. Like that's my type of crazy. Like, why are you talking to me right now? But outside of that, obviously I get a lot of requests for different fetishes. So I can't really dog anybody on here because I'm open-minded. Just don't want free shit from me. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, so Omaya will make you that custom video, but have your PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, Zelle ready.
Yes, I will make you that custom. Different angles, great lighting, little voiceover intro.
Yeah, get on Amazon, order her outfit, you know, hook it up for yourself. Just think about it, you know, you're getting a custom piece of content made from your favorite adult star.
Send me a new light, you know, so you get the perfect lighting.
Just give me the light. Okay. Now I gotta ask you, Omaya, ever too much? Has anything in a scene ever been too much? Like, you know, just not pleasurable, just, you know, cut the camera, like it's too much.
Okay, so the one time that I almost had to do that was with Dawn Prince. Y'all seen it yet? A lot of y'all haven't anyway. Too much dick. Too much dick. But I gritted my teeth and we got through it.
Yeah, it was just too big. Like, you just couldn't take it.
The position was like, do y'all know what froggy style is?
No, do tell.
Oh my God. It's like, okay, so you see the guys putting like one leg up. Let me block this kid.
Yeah, I was about to say, I feel uncomfortable. There's a baby in the back.
Hey, this is the position that babies get made in though. So
okay, true.
Hang on a second. But you know how like the guys put one leg up when they're behind you?
Yeah.
It's both legs up. Like they're like squatted down, doggy style. Like your doggy style. And they're like squatting behind you like. It gets like the deepest penetration.
Okay.
So,
what's your favorite position like on camera and then in personal life?
It's kind of the same. I enjoy like kind of the same sex on camera and off camera. It's just making sure the angle is right when it's on camera. On camera, I like to ride, like just because I can.
There's just so much booty. It's just like so blah, just so like magnificent to just see.
Like all of it. I love riding in scenes. It's one of my fans' favorite thing to see. So that and doggy style are probably my favorites. I don't really like missionary. I don't know. I just don't.
I love it, but it's not for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, my boobs look great in it, but
true.
I guess like scene goes, like let me do my parts first, and then we can like end a missionary or something, you know.
Okay. What is their pre-conversation with like male talent before you start the scene like?
Like day of?
Yeah.
We pretty much just talk about like what we don't want to happen. Like if there's something they don't like having done to them, if there's things I don't like having done to me. And then we talk about like if it's a collab and there's not somebody directing the scene, we talk about what positions we're gonna do, and then we just go from there.
Interesting. Okay. So you get approached a lot in the DM, and then they'll, set something up, or I'm just kind of like going from a lot of other companies and other individuals I've seen how they book talent. But also a lot of those times, like it'll kind of go down ugly. Like people will like try to collab with one another, and then somebody's ego will get in the way, and then they'll just end up not doing it and end up blocking the other person. Has that ever happened to you?
So everybody that I've planned to collab with, I'm pretty sure I have, except for like one person I was going to collab with them and then they weren't in their city and state whenever I got there to work with them. So boo to them, but
yeah, I mean, it happens. Like, there's always these scheduling conflicts, and then, life happens.
oh, you just got to, like, for me, you just got to communicate with me. I had other people to work with, but
Yeah, definitely. Communication is so key.
Work with one person. Like, I would never do that.
Yeah. When you're not working on content, like, what do you like to just do for fun?
I work on my content a lot. But I like to paint. I like to do shit outside, like swim, just go in the woods and do things.
Go in the woods and do things.
Yeah. So if
that
anybody in the woods and do things with me, let me know.
That sounds so mythical. Yeah. I mean, so I know Lexington's like just south of Cincinnati. So is it like more rural, or is it like more city, or a combination of both?
Like Lexington's kind of a combination. Lexington is actually a city, but there's like ruralness to it. I live an hour away from Lexington, so I live in woods, like no Wi-Fi, that type of stuff.
Oh, so it's like country. Yeah, you were telling me at your house you have no Wi-Fi.
Yes. That's why we're doing this in the car.
Yeah, I'm like, how does a woman who makes all her money off the internet predominantly like live somewhere with no Wi-Fi?
Scheduling.
Okay. Do you still dance in the club today?
Occasionally. Like this year, I think I've been there like 3 or 4 times. So.
Word. Okay. Is it like you just graduated from that, or is it a COVID thing, or just,
It's, I mean, like obviously this pays more, so. And I'd rather be doing this than in the club all the time. Because you can go in there and you can't, like, some days you might not make $1.
Really?
And I mean, that's for everybody. That's not even as a BBW. Like, most of the time, I'm the only BBW in there. So I know, like, the other girls, some nights they might not make nothing. I don't like to gamble on what I'm going to make, so.
Yeah. Yeah, that is kind of too risky for the time you're doing it. I mean, you could be just chilling at home, sending people feet pics for cash apps.
Exactly. Like, even when I'm at the club, I'm sending out pictures,
Oh, so. Yeah, I know. I had to tweet about you one time because I felt good. I was like, yeah, porn star just sent me news without asking. And I'm like, ding, shout out to Maya.
See? But I usually go, like, I have the same people, like, since I started that still come in and see me whenever I do dance. And that's amazing. I genuinely love them. Like, we have great relationships. So.
Oh, yeah. You got some cool little regulars?
Yes.
Nice. Yeah.
I always come out, and then, of course, I'm going to talk to whoever else is there. So.
Very cool. Okay.
It's worth it when I.
Are you more like introverted or more extroverted?
I'm more of an introvert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of see, because you travel by yourself, and it's like, you seem a little more like to yourself, but like also you also kind of seem just not afraid to go there. Just like not afraid to like say something crazy or like do something crazy.
I'm not afraid to do those things. My thing is, a lot of people don't know how to communicate. So if I'm traveling somewhere, I need you to be ready at this time. I need certain things. Like, we need to communicate schedules. And if you can't do that, I can't travel with you. I can't work with you.
No, that's a requirement. a good communication. Yeah. Be it that you've worked in clubs and you kind of, you're in this lifestyle, you come from that one. How's your relationship with like drugs and alcohol?
I mean, I drink occasionally.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have kind of addictions. Of course, I like to smoke, but I still only do that occasionally. So
yeah. I mean, how often can you find good weed in Kentucky?
pretty often.
Okay. Yeah, you're talking to a Californian, so I'm not to say I'm highbrow, but these are just the facts.
It comes from there. It's okay.
Yeah, I feel that. It's not legal in Kentucky, is it?
No.
That'll be one of the last places.
I think they just did like a medical or something, maybe.
Maybe. Okay. No doubt. All right, Omaya. So what else is next to come in your life? What else do you have going on?
Oh, next to come. I don't even want to share some of it.
Yeah. And we still got to talk like after the recording about some future plans for next year. Some top secret Dr. Evil plans, but
yes. So we're not going to share them on here.
No,
right
no.
So next DC next weekend for Exotica. I've got some girls playing, some girls playing, some photo shoots, some fetish content. So y'all be ready for that. And then I'm going to Vegas for the first time in December.
Nice. So next month you're going to Vegas.
Yes, for the first time. I'm going to gamble.
Cool. I love Vegas. I wanted to move out there, but like I told you, I'm working here. I work at a couple TV studios. So when it's time to move on, Vegas is a high option.
Well, I'm going to come see you in March. So just be ready.
Oh, you're going to come to LA in March?
Yeah.
Yay! All right.
Yeah, see like that. Like I've literally got my schedule planned out fairly good until April, but
yeah, because when you're a real adult content creator, you have to be so organized with the scheduling, the travel, the bookkeeping. Do you edit your own stuff as well?
Most of it, yes.
Yeah, because the little video you sent me this morning on Pornhub had the CapCut thing at the end. I'm like, oh, I edit on CapCut too.
See, I forgot that was on there. That's one of my very first videos. Braggs did that back in March, I think. So
how'd you and him link up?
A woman that I met like while I was dancing Thunder. You probably followed her too, big booty.
Probably.
But anyway, I seen that she had some fucking amazing pictures on her Instagram. I'm like, well, who the fuck's the photographer? Because I mean, you notice the difference between like cell phone pictures and shit like that whenever you see good work. So I was actually living in Arkansas when I seen the pictures, and I don't remember like the first bit of conversations, but I was moving back to Kentucky from Arkansas, and then I got the shoot with Braggs in January of this year. So it was a couple months of planning to shoot together, but
there you go. Okay, cool. Shout out to Braggs one more time. Well, Omaya, before we get up out of here, can you let them know where they can follow you and stream your content?
Twitter is at O_MYA_BBW. So Omaya BBW. And that's same for OnlyFans and mini vids, loyal fans. And then my Instagram is Omaya the BBW goddess. And on my Instagram and Twitter, I have a link that has all my actual links, so you know it's me.
Well, there you have it. So is Omaya, is it supposed to like read like, oh my, a BBW goddess?
Omaya. Yeah, like, oh.
Like, oh, okay. So it's not like, oh my.
No, that's how it's supposed to be.
Like, that's like lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my.
Yeah. That's how it happened. Like originally, like when I started dancing, it was just Maya. Mm-hmm. And then I heard people saying, like,
is Maya your real name?
No.
Okay. Well, you post a lot of cool music on your story. Like, what's like on Omaya's like pre-scene playlist?
So a lot of my music would like probably bum a lot of people out before scenes because it's just like chill music. Like it's just like I wish that I wasn't on my phone right now so I could give like actual stuff, but I listen to a lot of older music like Marvin Gaye. That's my zone.
Old school.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's damn. I was not expecting you to say that. That's some like smooth player shit. So you like
Yeah.
Marvin Gaye, probably Isley Brothers, Al Green.
It's there. Like I'm gonna have to send you a screenshot of my Spotify to like plug in here. You know.
Oh, got you. Yeah. Let's start exchanging tracks on Spotify.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do that. Yeah. Pretty soon I'm gonna come out with this Thiccness Protection Program Spotify playlist. So if we could get some collaborators who've been down with the thickness on there, that would be kind of cool.
They're gonna hate me. They're gonna be like, take her shit off here.
I'm gonna just be like, okay, at this point, that's what Palm said, and then the rest is like what the protectors said. That's what they added.
Because I'm not like I don't listen to like before scene and stuff. Most of my stuff is like love making music, I guess, like to get myself in the mood.
Okay.
So,
I like
and
it.
Like fuck each other like crazy, and it's like y'all didn't even make any kind of love. But whatever.
Oh yeah, no, I love when a scene is like intimate like that.
I'm gonna have to link you a little something then.
For sure. How was it working with Mars Black?
So Mars was my first like collab, like my first boy girl collab.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. Like we started talking, I think in March. Obviously, like I wasn't doing boy girls yet. I wasn't even doing full porn yet.
Mm-hmm.
And we shot together in June, and we did 3 scenes that weekend. It was great, just professional all the way around.
Very nice. Yeah, you speak highly of him.
Yeah, we're still friends. Like,
where's he based out of?
I think South Carolina, but he's like me. We both travel a lot, so.
Dope. Yeah, it'd be fun to get him on here.
I think he's been doing it for a long time, but he's just now doing the social media side of it. So.
Yeah, I feel like they go hand in hand, though. I mean, with any type of business, especially if it's online, you gotta have social media.
Yeah, his growth has been amazing this year. Like we've been following each other's growth and giving each other advice back and forth. So
good. Glad you have somebody in your corner. How about TT Pog? I know you've shot with her, and Braggs have taken pictures of both of y'all.
So that's been a couple months ago, but that was good. I got to use the strap on for the first time with TT. So like I said, if I was a man, I would not make it more than probably 2 minutes. So props to y'all.
Is it just like too much booty, or she's just so hot you just melt?
I mean, it's the booty, the eyes, like looking down like into her eyes, couldn't take it. So
oh damn, you was having a little hot flash girl crush?
Yes, I do. Like I just shot with Megan Dahl, and that shit was crazy. Like I'm gonna have to get my passport to go to Canada.
Oh, I love Megan Dahl. Freckles, fat. Oh my god, the lips.
Look,
oh my god.
I took a picture of her, and I was like, okay, Freckles. And then I had a girl that next Monday, and it was her, and I was like, oh shit.
I want to get her on here. Yeah, but I'm like, some of them with like big social medias, I'm like, I don't know. I gotta reach for it.
Super sweet.
Okay. If she's cool to you, I know she'll probably be interested.
Like I said, I'm gonna have to get a passport and go to Canada for round 2, 3, 4, 5, you know.
Okay. Shout out to Megan Daw. All right, Omaya, anything else you want people to know about you?
I'm Maya. Come check me out.
Well, there you have it. I always try to wrap interviews and then I go for like another 10 minutes.
I know.
But that's just how it goes with any guest. All right, everybody, thank you for checking out Thiccness Protection Program. Make sure you are tapped in and following on Instagram. Make sure you're following on Twitter. Make sure you're subscribed to youtube.com/palmofficial. Leave us a thumbs up and write a review on Spotify, man. Write a review on Facebook. You know how it goes. Hey, Omaya, thank you so much for getting down with the thickness.
Thank you for having me.
All right.
Thickness.